Hi guys, this video is going to take you through a quick review of 9.1 and 9.2, which was the translations and the reflections, so that you can do your practice at the end with the interactive assessments. Should start by saying, Miguel, finish eating your food. Musa, take the cup, put it off to the side. Alyssa, Jordan, stop yelling at each other. Griffin, stop messing with people. Caesar, we are not having a quiz today. And then Skylar, Lisa, Cordo, Julian, if you could wait till I'm done with the video, go to the bathroom, or even pause it, and then you can go anytime you're ready. Oh, and Sebastian and Michael, stop talking, and Nick, pay attention. I think that's everybody. I'm sure I missed somebody. But the rest of you, thanks for, just paying attention every once in a while. All right, so translations we'll start with. On the left is one of the ways that we can change an object or move it. Both of these have a couple of vocab terms that we'll talk about, which is a pre-image and an image. So when we move, rotate, or reflect an item, we always have something called the pre-image, which is the first one. And then we have the actual image itself, which is moved. And you'll know which one's which because, you notice this has A and this has that A apostrophe. So I know that it went from the blue triangle to the red triangle. That was the translation, okay? Same things happens on reflections. This would be my pre-image and this would be my image. We also talked about rigid versus non-rigid. So both of these are rigid, which means there's no change to their shape. They're the same size. They can rotate and move around, but there's no change in the shape. So both translation and reflection are called rigid motions. All right, so a translation means it's being slid in a direction. So if I wanted to know which way or what was the change to this, I can simply just pick one of the points. So let's say I would pick A and figure out what the change is horizontally and vertically to get to A prime. So my X change goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my Y change goes up 1, 2. So the way I write this translation is a T for translation, and then the little bracket on the bottom, 5, 2. If you want to check it with B, here's B. I can check my X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5 again. And the Y, 1, 2, that's 2. And again, if you just wanted to check it to be 100% sure, you could check it with C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 1, 2. So I know this is the translation that results in triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Then you had reflection. So reflection means it's literally somewhere on my graph. I have folded this along a line and the points have overlapped. So this reflection is actually over the y-axis. And I know this because every point is equidistant from that axis. So C is 1 right and 1 left. A is 1, 2, 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3 to the left, and B is 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. So we would say that this is a reflection, and we put the axis or the line that it's reflected lower on the bottom here like this, and that's how you would show that reflection. It could be the x-axis, it could be the y-axis, or it could be a line, which we'll look at in a minute. But those are the two that we talked about this week and last week, which was translation and reflection. So let's say we have this object here, a triangle, and we want to transform it. Let's say 3, -2. This is going to be the change to the x, and this is going to be the change to the y. So you have two choices. Identify each of these points. A would be -2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So -2, 4. B, 1, 2, 3, 4. -4, up 2. -4, 2. C, 1, 2, 3, and down 2. -3, -2. And then to each of these, we can make the changes that are next to that T which is to add 3 to the x and subtract 2 from the y. So my new a would be negative 2 plus 3, which is 1, and 4 minus 2, which is 2. The new b would be negative 4 plus 3, which is negative 1, 2 minus 2, which is 0. And the new c, negative 3 plus 3, which is 0, and negative 2, which is negative 4. Now I can plot all those new points. So 1, 2, negative 1, 0, and 0, negative 4. And then connect your points. So notice that the shape, well, not perfectly straight, but the shape hasn't changed size. We just slid this. Okay, the other way that you could do it is just take from your point and then count this difference. So to my x, I'm going to go right 1, 2, 3, and then to my y, I'm going to go down 2. There's my point. To b, to the x, 1, 2, 3, and then down 2. There's my point. To the c, 1, 2, 3, down 2. There's my point. And then you can also connect them that way. So whichever way you do it is fine. Now let's say we take that same shape, but we want to reflect it. Let's say we say R, and let's pick the y-axis, which should result in what we had before. So if this is our y-axis, then every point that's left of it, we're going to count this goes 2 places left, and we're going to go 2 places right, plot a point. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 places left, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 places right. 1, 2, 3 places left, 1, 2, 3 places right. And there's our object reflected over the y-axis. So now let's say we want to reflect this in a different way. Let's say we want to reflect it over the y equals 2 line. Actually, let's make that 1 so it's a little bit easier to see. 1. So the y equals line, this is a horizontal line through y equals 1. So here's my line. So then everything, now I'm counting up and down. So every point above that line, so 1, 2, 3, this is 3 up. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 down. This point here is 1 above that line. So we're going to go 1 below that line, plot a point. This point here is 1, 2, 3 below it. So we're going 1, 2, 3 above it. And then we will connect our new points, which are here, here, and here. So sometimes they overlap. You have literally flipped it, but it still overlaps. That's fine. Let's try one more. This time, let's flip it over a vertical line. So a vertical line would be like x equals 1. This is a vertical line that runs through where x equals 1, which is like this. Now again, we're counting, but we're counting left to right. So from this point, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, plot a point. From my axis again, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this last one, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to connect those new points here, here, and here. And there's my my reflected over the x equals 1 line. All right, so that wraps up the review for translation or sliding, and then reflection or the flip. So please now open up. There's 2 interactive reviews, one that's a Kahoot and one that's a quizzes. answer your questions. Make sure you screenshot your results. Make sure your name's in the screenshot. So use your real name when logging into those. And then you're going to submit a PDF from Notability that has both of those results in it. I hope to see everybody soon. Good luck. Stay safe and healthy. And please contact me if you've got any questions.